It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Portland Snowhawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Set 30 base.
45. In your face.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
45. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Check.
Ready.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check safety. Jump.
Look at me. Door.
Tighten up.
Go.
They run with Howard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And two stop.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. It's our deal.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
80 weapon. Check there.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming. Check 13. Check that. Kill. Now. Kill. Big Dad, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 9 now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the
Deep dribble.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
61. That's box. Right.
On 2nd down, Swift, and an alley to run. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Okay, break. 54. Mike 54. Know your job. Watch the air. Check the backer, check the backer. Recon, 132 fighter. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's 2nd and 8. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd and 2. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Army. 54th Mike, 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Begin.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready to break.
57's mine.
We ain't giving up nothing. Five.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Howard. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Kill. Leo.
Watch the shit.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 5'4".
From the gun, Love. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Squeeze, double. Switch. Seam 6.
To throw again, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Check. Crunch.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Chopper.
At the 36-yard line.
Slam. Hard. He's coming. Ready.
They run again with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8, read. 54. Check, check, check.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby, come on. Let's
Operating from the gun, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's get it. 54.
Yes!
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
My 7, let's go.
Mike's 54. Hey, man.
Hot.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He's across midfield with a 49-yard.
We got trips over here.
To throw on second down. Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mike 54.
Wahoo!
I'm trying to collect. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Ready.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 30.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 60, orange.
54. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Delta.
Watch the slap.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
65. 65.
Second and 11. That one complete to Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, check. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Kill. Turn up. Switch it.
Yep.
Come on, switch it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch these.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game.
Check. Under 10.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet. And go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. There he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight. Four there. Get it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.